in the game.
On the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, Coach Danielson told me before the game, this is a huge moment in Boise State history. As you know, they have been so successful in the college football landscape for many years, but this is a new chapter here today, moving into the Pac-12. They're excited, and he said, I just want our players to soak it in and perform at their highest level. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Broncos ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Ducks offense will go on the attack first. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
And guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it, when we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do in every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that. Time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they're going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position.
Running into the open space. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for space. It's Davison. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Riley. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Keep it on the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Madsen. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Nice move to keep running. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Moore. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Moore. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning in Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play, he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not to make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. So after the first down run, here's second down. Using his legs, it's Davison. Can't get him to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Looking to pass, it's Madsen. It's caught. Runs through a man. He might have space. The 10. Touchdown, Boise State. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Makes the grab and room to run. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Riley. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, it's Madsen. The short hands, it's Wagner. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Dante Moore. A able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's more to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Oh, it's blocked! And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Boise. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, Coach Danielson told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it on the counter. Makes his man miss. Smashes through the tackle. Could be an alley. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Riley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Finds his man. It's Wagner. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Riley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The run inside. It's Riley. Touchdown, Broncos! That one will give them the lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore. And that is incomplete. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Moore from the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On the ground, it's Hill. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. Trying to get it to the marker.
Well, if you were wondering whether or not this coaching staff believes in their offensive line, you now have your answer, because that's now the second time on the drive. They went for it on 4th down and then got it by handing it off.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line. It's still 1st and goal. Throwing more. Under fire. He's on the move. Touchdown, Ducks. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Ducks with the answer.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
On to attempt the try. How in the world did he miss that? They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys.
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. 4th down, gotta have it here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. it's great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. Looking for a crease. It's Dickey. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Got it, looking for a first. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Tight end now in motion. Handoff to Joyner. Finding some room. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Typical here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. Caught, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. With the catch, it's Eakin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He's got his man. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Hammond. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you You want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole first quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing, put 6 on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Penn State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Yeah, Palmer, I don't feel bad for this quarterback, but I kind of feel bad for this quarterback because he's going to get some monsters today. And he's had his own struggles, but these guys, man, they all can get after the quarterback. They can get tackles for losses, get you in passing situations, and when they do, they hit you, and hit you a lot, and disrupt the timing. So he's got a tremendous challenge on his hands.
He's got a challenge. His offensive coordinator has a challenge, too, because he's got to find a way to make life easy for him, and that's easier said than done against this D-line unit. They have so much speed off the edge. Even the interior guys can collapse the pocket and get pass rush as well. So for the offensive coordinator, whether it's screens, nakeds, bootlegs, moving the launch point, draws, just trying to get the ball to this guy's hands early, that's going to be a big key.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Working that left side now. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Hansen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Got room. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Hansen. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Motion from the wideout. Finds a little space. Makes one man miss. Got enough for the first. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Find some fresh air. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Oh, he's got a chance. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Slithers into space. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense working.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Beck. On target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Finding open areas. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here comes the offense on second down. Send the tight end in motion. The give is to Williams. Here's a little room there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Now he's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Powers through the defender. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Balls and fired complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Here's a give to Joyner. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might be calling a hot route. Joyner again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On the snap, it's Hudson. There's some room. Got enough for the 1st. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to take off. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Beck. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.